The following is a presentation of OPTV.
Great putts, great moments. It's on Putt-Putt.
Strickland wants this. You'd like to hold this match and never get too far behind. He hit it firmly. And he got the better break. Got a good break.
The match is over. Rick Smith would be the world winner. He's gonna have to hurry, Hall. He's gonna have to hurry. And it rolls beautiful right into the cup. It's fantastic. He rolled it right in the cup. He is 10 under par after 17 holes.
Get Oh no, I got it. I got it. I was inside, yeah. Oh yeah, nice popcorn shot there. So we go there. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Opie Roberts coming to you this evening from High Point for the Thursday night local, and this is the June 12th edition. We're playing on course number 1 tonight. And it probably is going to be like a dozen players roughly here this evening on a overcast evening. And we're dealing with a little heat as well. Current conditions here in High Point, it is 82 degrees. Southwest wind at 4 miles an hour, and the humidity is currently at 70%. We're not expecting to have any thunderstorms, but don't be surprised if one pops up during the tournament. And now let's get a look at our pairings for tonight. And it's going to be 13 players tonight. We'll have a threesome at the beginning, and we'll have twosomes that follow. Keith Waters is the defending champion. He'll lead it off. And now let's go out to the course. Okay, as we're looking at our putt-putt flag waving, we'll go to the first hole, and Keith Waters will lead it off. Our defending champion who shot 87 last week. On course number 2. First part of the night is going to be this to the right. He's going to start his evening with the deuce. And next on the tee, this is Dylan Robertson. Trying to go for his second consecutive victory on this course. Dylan hit the whole front door. He's going to wind up with the 2 himself. Third and final player of this threesome will be Brett Newman. And Brett also missed.
Roaring start.
And now we will head over to the second hole. Gets the backdoor ace there. And now Dylan on the tee. That missed right. And he'll tap in that par. Final play. And now this is Brett on the tee. That's going to go in front door. Good putt. And we'll watch them play the third hole. Blind hole there behind the triangle. got that one. Brett's going to repeat that one. Oh, it got a nice, nasty kick there and it crossed over. He gets his 2 there. And let's go to our second pairing. We're going to have twosomes the rest of the way. Here's Dale Crotts to lead off. Dale gets the first ace on hole 1. And his partner this evening is Daniel Kurtz. And that 2 is an ace for Daniel. We're going to see Dylan now for his 2 on 3. He missed the rail there, and he's going to get his 2 there. Good putt. And we'll see Dale on 2. Pushed it out, and he wound up getting his 2. And we'll go to 4 for the first time. We'll look at the side hill hole, the hole at the back rail. Keith Waters on the tee, already at 2 under for the first round, and he will leave it short. All right, back over to 2. Well, actually, Dale tapping his 2, so let's look at Brett on 4. All right, back to 1. Here's the Stephen Mackins getting a deuce there.
Well, Roy.
And he's paired up with Rory Boyles. And Rory's going to get the ace there to start his evening. We'll check out Dale on 3.
Good one, Roy.
Dale's going to get it off the triangle and missing left.
You got hosed.
That was a speed situation there.
It didn't turn.
And checking out Daniel's tee shot. He's going to hit the triangle, but he'll leave it up for a 2 there. And let's move up to 5. First look at the straight hole. The hill behind it. And it breaks right to left. Dylan on the tee is going to miss left. Oh, no, he gets it. Good putt. And we'll check out Keith. Keith's going to make it as well. Good putt. And here's Dale on 4. Going to double bank shot off that right rail, and that's in. We'll go to now to 1, and we're going to start the 4th pairing. Mike Johnson will be first, and it is my understanding, since I wasn't in Asheboro yesterday, due to a family situation, Mike Johnson won the spring championship last night. And I was told they had an extraordinary turnout. They had 36 players, both in the open and novice divisions. Mike's gonna leak it in. Good putt. And his partner is David Myers. David pushed it out, but it's getting a straight kick, and it goes in. Good putt. And we'll go to 5. And Dale's tee shot will go in as well. Good putt. All right, our first look at 7. Keith on the tee. I call this the bread box hole because that long brick there is shaped like a bread box. And Keith's going to leave that one just inches from the cup there. So he'll tap in his 2. Mike Johnson on 2. Got a lip. It's rolling down the hill. Now he's got a very tough juice putt on the way. Gonna bank it off the back rail, and he didn't even hit it, so he'll pick up a 3 there. And back over to 7. There's Dylan. He's putting for a 2 at the back rail. Gets it there, good putt. Oh, back over to 2. David Myers' tee shot will make it front door. Alright, heading back to 1. Alright, here's our 5th pairing, and this is Earl Johnson. Earl's going to make that tee shot. And we'll see his play partner. This is Jex Harrison. Jex should get this one to go. Good putt. And let's go over to, let's look at 6 on first look. At the drop-off hole with the 2 pipes there. There's Daniel with the deuce. And it's a bit. Go back to 3. Mike Johnson got a kick off that right rail and hit the triangle. That should be a 2. And we'll move up here to 5. And that's Roy getting his 2 there. And Stephen back is on the tee. Missing right there. He'll be at the back rail for a par. David Myers on 4 is not, unless it comes back. And it will go. Good putt. Back 2. And Jex's tee shot is coming up short off that back rail. So a par there. And we go back to the first hole. Actually, let's go back to 4. Mike caught the hill. And it still goes. Good putt. Okay, so now we go back to 1 and our final twosome of the night. And this is Mark Wood on the tee. And Mark makes this one to go. Good putt. And this is Donald Purnell, part-time putt-putt player based out of the Burlington area. First look at him here in High Point. And Donald will start out with the ace there. So all 13 players are on the course. And we're going to move over to 8, the 1-pipe hole, and there's Dale on the tee. Slid the rail, but he got the ace to go. Good putt. And we'll look at Daniel's tee shot. And Daniel caught the right lip. And let's go to Stephen on 7. That's racing down and at the back rail for his 2. And we'll go to 10. Check mark hole. Keith on the tee. And Keith missed left. Back to 7. Rory's tee shot. That 2 is heading down. Missing left, and he'll putt for 2 at the back rail. And let's look at Brett on 10. Ball's hopping off the mat quite a bit tonight. And Brett misses left, and he'll get his 2. And Rory got his 2 there on 7. And let's look at 9 for the first time. The straight hole. the 2 pipes behind the cup there. Dale Krotz is gonna get an ace there. Good putt. There's Dylan on 11, going back door and missing. And he'll space this out for his 2. And here's Daniel on 9. And we will have a better look at this hole when I can get around it. And Daniel's tee shot is missing right. Dylan makes his 2 there, and let's go back to 7. We see Mike Johnson's tee shot.
That was like August.
Should go in for Mike. Good putt. Move up to 5. We'll look at Earl on the tee. He's went too far right, but it's going to stay out to that right there. He'll get his 2. Our first look at 12. Keith on the tee. This 2 also breaks hard from right to left, and Keith missed the left off the left lip, and it hit the right pipe, so he's got a straight putt in for his 2. All right, on our first look at hole 6. Jex will be on the tee. Jex is a college student at the Citadel in Charleston, South Carolina, on a golf scholarship. He's on summer break. That's why he's been seen quite a bit here the last few weeks. Now, he pushed it, but he also didn't hit it. And Jex will putt this 2 here. And he makes it, and we'll head back over now to 10. And Dale will miss that one to the left. He'll tap the par in, and we'll look at 13. This putt here breaks really hard from right to left. I'm sorry, from left to right. I'm sorry. And we'll see there. Well, he makes a good putt. Basically, you want to aim the ball just inside that front tip there. Keith's on the tee now. That 2 is in. All right, let's go over to 10. And Rory Boyles. Well, okay, well, he's going to get us 2. Daniel on 11. Going front door without hitting the rails, and he does not get it. So that's a par. And there's Brett playing 14, just going to get a safe 2. And over to 7. There's Earl. He'll get the ace there. No, yes, good putt. And Dale. Now he's going off the right rail, going to the side door, and it goes. Good putt. Back to 14. And we'll look at the tee shot of Dylan Robertson. Just has a chance to go in. Nice putt. That is considered a bonus if you can make it, because of the way the ball kicks off those rails. The way it does. All right, let's look at Donald Purnell. Played 6. And he'll make it. No, he'll miss it left. That ball's been snapping left quite a bit over the past few weeks here. And we'll stay on this hole with Mark Wood. And that 2's left, and Mark will tap that deuce. Here's Daniel on 12. It looks left. It didn't hit it there. Here's David Myers on 10 for his 2. Over on 11. And Rory gets a 2. First look at 15. There's Keith on the tee with the ace there. Good putt. And Steve will get the ace there on 11. Back to 10. Mike Johnson. That's left, and that's a tap in 2. Back over to 9. A little bit late off that right rail, but it will stay there for tap in 2. And first look at the tree hole, 16. Dylan's missing there between the rail and the cup, and he'll putt this for 2. Okay, and there's Brett on the tee. Should go. Yep, good putt. Mike Johnson hugged the rail on 11, and that's why it missed on the back side. And back over to 8, we see Donald Purnell on the tee. And Donald missed left. He's got about a 5-footer for par. First look at 17. Keith got up the hill but missed to the right as it did go up the hill. All right, here's tap the 2 in. Look at Jex on the tee at 10.
Oh, that's smoking. You smoked that one.
And Jex is gonna get it there. Good putt. 12. Mike is gonna miss right. Took too much of a break there. And looking at Donald Purnell on 9.
Hard enough?
Don't think he hit it, and that's about a 1-foot deuce putt there, so he'll tap it in. And let's go to 18. And Dylan will have honors on this hole as they finish round number 1. And Dylan missed left. Up the hill, and now he's going to tap in his par. Let's look at Keith on the tee.
8 under clean.
No, had the line, but just did not hit it, and
Terrible putt.
that'll be a deuce.
Terrible putt.
And we'll watch Brett's tee shots.
That round I didn't take no practice.
Front door. Oh,
Well, that epitomizes his round.
Round sucked. If it wasn't for them damn 3 putts.
You've been all right.
went to 17.
Yeah.
And Dale will be at the back rail after he missed it left. He's getting a par putt there. These putts break a bit to the right from where he's standing. Yeah, just did not hit it Just did not leave enough break there, so he's now putting for a 3. We'll go to 11. Marks on the tee. Now the hole, you can't see the hole because of where I'm standing, but I will describe it for you. It will be, looks like it's in. I don't see the ball rolling down. And now Daniel Kern's on the tee. He was 17. And he'll miss right as well. He's got an easier deuce putt. It's about 3 feet from the cup. All right, and let's move out here to, well, let's look at that same hole. We got Rory's tee shot. That will miss. And he's at where Dale was for his deuce. Here's Daniel on 18 now to close his first round. Wow. All right, he's got a par putt off the left rail. He's about 6 feet from the cup. And he'll get that one to go. Rory missed that deuce putt there. And let's go back to 18, Dale on the tee. And Dale hit, he caught the right lip as it was going up the hill, but then he's in the same spot that Daniel's in. Oh, got the, like he was going to stay out left there on his deuce. And we're into our second round already. Grayson is just getting off hole 2. We'll look at Steven on 18 to finish the opening round. And that's going to stay out right. There's his 2, and Rory to finish his round. And Rory also missed right, and he left it about a couple feet from par. Walk down here to 16. Mike Johnson with his 2. And we're going to look at David Myers on the tee. David got that one off 3 rails. We'll go to 13. Donald Purnell got the ace there. Marks down the tee. And that's going to miss right. He didn't hit the ball. That's why it broke away like it did. All right, we're going to head to the clubhouse for our first set of scores. Okay, Keith Waters opens play with a 27. Currently leading by 1 over Dylan Robinson. That was the margin of victory last week between the two. Dale Cross at 29. Yeah, we'll go to 5. Here's Dylan's tee shot. Looks good. Nice putt there. And let's go back to, let's look at Brett on the tee. That ball will not turn, and he'll get a 2. Putt there at the corner. Daniel on 2. Whipped out right, hit it too strong. And we'll watch him test this deuce putt here.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, he didn't hit it. And it looked like it wasn't going to go in either way with the correct speed. Looking at Keith down 6. Front door there, good putt. Back over to 2. Dale will not get it, just graze that right lip. Dale now on 6. And that 2 goes. Good putt. We'll check out Brett on the tee. And it's pushed out right, but it'll go out, go in as well. And Dale caught the left lip on 3, and he'll pick up his 2. And we'll see Steven on the second hole. No, that was way right there. Daniel on 3. Hard kick, and off the block, it's in. Okay, now we're going to move over to 17. On the tee is Jex Harrison. Jex missed left. And he's at the corner there for his 2. Got that one to go. Good putt. There's Dylan on 7. He at the back really good. Putting for his 2. And he'll get it. Over to 16. Donald Purnell. No, didn't slam dunk it off that back rail. He'll putt this for 2. And looking at Brett on 7, that's going to go in. Brett playing with the FIFA putt-putt ball tonight. I call it FIFA because it looks like the World Cup version of soccer there. Or they call it football in the other countries. And Donald got his 2. And we'll take a look at Mark on the tee. He missed it to the right as well. And Mark will putt for his 2 there. Let's go over to 8. Current first down lead at the moment on the tee, Keith Waters. And it goes in for Keith. Now we got checks on the tee here at 18. That's missed right. And he's going to get us 2 from there. Dylan now on 8. And that's in. Good putt. Mark on 17 is not going to climb the... Oh, it did. And still missed left. We'll go to 9. And Keith got that in to go.
Garbage.
Nothing wrong with that putt. And Donald Purnell on 17. He'll leave it short. And he'll get his 2. Let's move over to 7. Got Dale's tee shot.
One hole.
He did hit the side of that block.
You copied my other shot.
He's going to putt this 2.5 footer for his par, and we'll move up to 6. Rory on the tee, missing right. Rory's getting a 2, and we'll see Steven's tee shot. Steven makes that one. Good putt. We'll now watch Donald Purnell on 18. This will end the first round after he is done playing. And he hit the cup there and threw it to the back rail. So he'll space it off the back rail there. Here in High Point, it's one cart length off all the rails there on 18, unlike some courses that require two. And Donald closes the round with the par. Daniel's on 9. That's going to drop in. All right, let's look at Dylan on 11. And does it again off the back rail. Good putt. And Dale on the tee at 9. That's going to be in there as well. Oh, it caught the lip. I'm sorry. Taps in his too, and we'll go back inside and check some scores. Okay, so the first round leader is actually going to be David Byers. He shot 10 under 26, so the lead is by 1 over Keith and 2 over Dylan. And I just watched David make a 2 on the first hole. All right, now let's go to get some second round action. And here is our opening round leader on the tee at 2. David will make it back door. Almost made it front door, but caught the right lip. And let's go to 13. Dylan Robson, who is third after that opening round, and he missed it to the right. That'll be a 2. Keith down the tee, who officially was 1 out of the lead. And he's gonna scrape the cheese, and it's gonna be a par there. Let's go back to 1. We'll watch the tee shot of Earl Johnson here. Going back door, and it's gonna stop in front of the cup. He'll tap the deuce. And here is David Byers on 3. Off the tees. Oh, it died there. It died at the tees there. And he taps that too. And let's go back out here on the back side of the course to hole 12. Dale's tee shot. This left again. And get over here to 15. Hadn't really got a broad look at this hole until now. Brett Boomer will be first on the tee. Nice speed there. It'll go. Great putt. Watch Dylan on the tee. Gotta turn hard. Not too far out, and he'll go get a 2. Go to 13. Well, the focus is not helping here. Nail for 2 there. Keith on the tee at 50. That 2 missed left. And he'll tap it his 2. Okay, let's look at Rory on the tee at 12. Oh, he pulled it. And he'll hit the pipe. He should get his 2 there. And let's check out David Byers on 5. He's putting for 2 there at the corner. right, good 2 there. Mike Johnson will be on the tee. And Mike Johnson will get the ace there. Good putt. Hey, there's Rory making 13. Kind of did a little Drano action, but he'll get the ace there. Let's go to 17. Dylan will be on the tee. And Dylan makes it. And Dylan's been playing good this second round. Dylan won here 2 weeks ago when we had the Friday night event, thanks to a rain out the night before. That was with the Southern Tour coming. Keith's gonna no, he's left it short there. And Keith's belly aching there, but he'll get his 2. Panoramic view of all the players here on the course right now. There's a wide gap between 15, where Roy and Steve are playing, and 6, where the next group of Mike Johnson and David Myers are in. So we'll look at Mike Johnson now on the tee at 7. Mike just missed left, and he'll tap it his par. All right, we'll go to 16. Dale's on the tee. And Dale jammed the corner. So he'll tap it his 2. We'll look at Keith on 18 to finish round number 2. And Keith will get in. No. Another roll, another complete rotation would have given him the ace. To 17, Daniel has his deuce there. Dale Croc's on the tee. Dale got that one to go. Good putt. Back over to 8 now. David Myers on the tee. Will with left. Got about 4 feet for his par behind the cup. No, he pulled it and did a 360, getting a 3 there. Dang, Donald Purnell there on 4. I don't know what it hit. But I think it might hit the dead part of that angle there, and he missed the deuce. So he'll tap it for 3 now. That's a rare score to make on this hole. And Mike Johnson on 9. Body short. Okay, it's short. And Daniel on 18. That's missed right. And a par coming up for him. Mike made the deuce, and here's David on the tee. No, David missed right. He slid off the rail there. Now we go over to 7 with Jex putting for 2. And he gets it there. Out to 5. There's Mark Wood with, oh, it stopped in front of the cup. All right, let's head back to the clubhouse. Dylan and Keith are sharing the lead at 54. As I'm watching those two play one, I think Dylan made it and Keith made it behind him. So they remain tied, and let's go out here. Everybody's going to be on the front 9 here. So we go to walk out here to hole 2. Dylan's tee shot. It's in there. And Brett's on the tee. He's at 58, 4 off the lead. And Brett missed left. Let's go back to 6. The last two to play the second round. Mark Wood sailed off to the right. Par for him. Back over to 2. Keith's gonna get that back door. Last roll, good putt. That was the roll he needed on 18 there. And here's Donald Purnell on 7. Left it short, he'll get a 2. And let's look at David Myers on 11. Watching Dylan on 3 as we speak, and he garbage.
Garbage right there too.
Yeah, you lifted off the right lip, and it bounced back in. All right, so Dylan and Keith are trading aces here on the first 3 holes. David is going to be in there. So an ace there on 11. The 8. It's Donald Purnell on the tee. Not going to get there. Yes, it will go. Good putt. I didn't think he hit it off that tee mat. So Dylan now on the tee here at 4. Kick hard off the back rail. And that's in. Keith down the tee.
I've had 2 garbage aces.
That too is in. So both these players have made the first 4 holes. Let's go over to 12. David Myers for his 2. I'm sorry, his tee shot. And that's in. It was in. It was it. Seriously, folks, I didn't call that out. It was completely in. He just got a bad break there. Dylan on 5 to keep the string going. Perfect. And Keith will top him there. So neither one is giving up here, so Jex made the ace there on, no he didn't, he missed it. For his 2, he'll get it back to 13. Mike Johnson on the 2. And Mike, I think he hit the triangle there. And he'll tap the 2. And let's take a look at the leaders now on 6. I think we've got a bit of road work happening right here in front of the course. Dylan's missed for the first time in this round. He gets his 2. Keys will lip out left, and that's a par there. All right, we'll go to 14. David's on the 2. Now, David was the leader out in the first round. He missed the triangle, but he hits it coming back, and he's got a straight shot at par. He pulled it. And he'll pick up a 3 there. And let's look at Mike on the 2. Dylan missed the 2 shot yet again on 7. Mike Johnson, had a shot. He just hit the left lip, so he'll get his 2. And let's look at Dylan on 7 for his deuce putt. All right, he gets his 2, stays at 5 under on the round. It puts him at 85 right now for the tournament. Keith's tee shot now. Keith leaks in. So Keith
I'm so ashamed.
Yeah, I would be too if I were you.
I'm so ashamed.
All right, let's look at Brett on the tee. So Keith is now 6 out of 7 to start the final round. Gives him the 1-stroke lead over Dylan at the moment. Brett will not get it.
Broke out. I don't get it.
Par putt coming there, and we'll go now to, let's go to 5. Dale gets his 2. On the tee now, Daniel Kearns. And he got it there, so go back to 8. Keith made the tee shot. He's got 7 under on the round. That puts him now at 83. Dylan needing to top him. He'll get it, so he stays a stroke back. Oh, the smell of asphalt over there. Right there in front of the Panda. Mark there got the ace on 13. All right, and Mike on 16, tee shot. Going front door, and it's short. And Keith was short there on 9, so there's an 11 on the front for him. And now Dylan on the tee. Should go. And they're tied. Both players are in at 83 with 9 to go. David Myers on 16. And David makes it good putt. And Brett on 9. He'll make it. All right, let's go to 7. Here's Daniel's tee shot. It's it turned right. With about a foot to go, it was going in, and then it just made that turn to the right. He'll get the deuce. Dylan on 10. Should go. No, it missed left. It turns left there with about 3 feet away from the cup. All right, let's go to, look at 15 here. Jack's getting his 2 there. Brett's on 10. And that got a huge kick, and that's a par. And Mark Wood putting for apparently a 2 here on 14. And that's missed. And Keith will make 10 to get the lead right back. And 16. Jackson's on the tee. He's missed right. Had a shot at it, but missed. Just inches past the cup, and let's go back to 11. Keith Waters now at 82 with 8 to go. I don't think he hit it. Oh, but it just goes in. Just enough to get in.
Like you stumped it, you hit it too early.
He's going on the tee. Over that backdoor shot, he missed. Par putt coming up for him, and he'll be 2 back now, going to 11 or 12. Here's Daniel on 9. Left that one short. David Myers is about to wrap up his second round. Rory missing his deuce down 8. 15. And we'll see Mark on 15, Keith on 12. Mark just left it short. And Keith, it moved up, rode over that right lip, and he'll get his 2 off. He hit the pipe as it went past the hole, so he'll get the 2 as well. Let's go back over here to 16. With Donald Purnell on the tee. That will not go. Straight kick there. Brett 2 rode over the hole on the right side. And that's a par. All right, back to 16. Mark misses left, coming off that back rail. Here's Dylan getting a golden chance here to cut this lead to 1. And this is assuming David Myers is not leading after the second round. There it is, straight putt there. And let's look at Dale on 10. No, that missed left, just barely left. He's getting his 2. We'll move up to 13, Dylan with honors. 6 holes left in this tournament for these players, and that makes it there, so he gets the 9 under on the round. This is for 10 under if it goes. All right, let's go back now to 17. That's Donald Purnell getting his 2 there. Mark Wood on the tee. And I'm going to describe the action on 14 as we're over here on this side of the course. Dylan's on the tee here at 14. Down 1 to Keith. He's at 10 under. Dylan's at 9 under, and Mark missed left there. Dylan missed 14. Got straight kick off the triangle straight into the back rail. No other rails involved. Dale's on 11. Makes it there, just barely in there front door. Dylan got his 2, Keith's down the tee, but we'll see Stephen on 11. And Steven got the ace there. And Keith's going to get his 2. It did jam the corner, but he left it short. And Roy's on the tee at 11. And Roy back. No, just going to get his 2. Watching 18, this final twosome here, completing the second round. And Mark misses right. Let's walk down to 15. We'll have Dylan on the tee. He is at 81. Keith is at 80. I have not seen David score. He was the leader at 26. Dylan, he was playing the straight shot and through the blocks there. Caught the right lip, but he got a fortunate break somehow. He's got a deuce putt between the pipe and the rail. And he got the deuce. Back down to Keith on the tee. Keith will not get it either. So let's check out the scores. All right, so the leaders are going to be it's going to be Keith and Dylan, both at 54. Brent's at 58. He's somehow in third. And David Myers dropped to fourth at 59. As we were away, Dylan missed the tee shot, hit the back rail. He got the 2. On 16, there's Keith on the tee, so he's up by 1. He's at 80, going to this hole. Dylan is at 81. And Keith got it. So he leads by 2. We go to 15. Daniel Kurtz is on the tee. And he'll make the ace there. Now we head to 17. So Keith is trying to be the first repeat winner since Russell Sigmund 3 months ago. Russell won back-to-back early in this season, back in March. He's short there, so Dylan has a shot to cut into this lead with these last 2 holes remaining. All right, we'll get to 2. We will, let's go to 4. David on the tee. And it will leak in at the last second. Good putt. Mike Johnson will be on the tee. And Mike is just in front of the cup. Missing there. He'll get his 2. Dylan needs this ace to have a shot. No. Now he has to make this deuce and hopes to keep bogey's 18. No, he pulled it. That pretty much is going to give this win to Keith unless David Myers comes up shooting like a 19 this round, which All right, Daniel with a 2 there on 16. And let's look at Dale on the tee shot here. And Dale should get it. No, it crossed over there. Dylan gets a 4 there. So we'll go to 18. This will give him 79 if it does go. Boom. All right, he is mimicking Chase Ferguson. Oh, hi, Chase. So Keith got a final round 24 who will wind up winning his second in a row. Now Dylan, he's unless another major disaster happens, he'll wind up second for the second consecutive week after he won here 2 weeks ago. And in all likelihood, they'll be paired together next week on course 2. Excuse me. Dylan will wind up getting himself a 2 there. Back to 17. Daniel's on the tee. Hey, good putt there for Daniel. Let's look at Dale on the tee. And Dale gets a miss there. And here's David Myers on 8, on 7, going for a 2. He'll get it there. Steven now on the tee at 17. Get up for you. Nope, missing left. All right, Daniel on 18. Daniel will pick up a deuce. Look at Jex Harrison on 5. And it's in for Jex. Good putt. Pick up down Dale on 18, pushing it out. That'll wind up being a 2. And Mike Johnson on 8. And Mike gets that one to go. Good putt. Look at Donald Purnell on 4. Yeah, good putt there for Donald. And here is David Myers on 18. Oh, wait, excuse me. David gets it. We head back to 18. Stevens on the tee, and it'll go in. Yes, good putt. And we'll see where we finish up at least his tournament for this evening. No, he didn't even get it up the ramp. All right, he's putting for 2. And Roy will wind up with a 3, at least. But he lagged the hill.
What?
He lagged the hill.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. All right, over to 5. Donald Purnell with the ace there. Good putt. Let's go over to 9. There's David Myers for his 2. David Myers, I'm sorry, that was a tee shot. Not, he's well short there. And back over to 5. Mark's on the tee. And Mark's left, and he'll go for 2 at the corner. And let's look at the winning score for Keith tonight here. So with that ace on 18, Keith Waters shoots 24 to final round and will win with a score of 78. You can see I've already declared him the winner at this stage here.
Once you miss something,
That would mean David Myers had to shoot a perfect 18 to beat him, but that did not happen. He's already missed a few holes here and there. We're waiting to see if 83 will hold up for second.
I mean, 15 was just, you hit 15 soft and it's coming up there and it's looking so good, and then it goes 15 left rail.
The one with the 2 triangles over here.
Oh, I got it twice.
I'm just saying that we get shots
Honest, I'm
that,
straight.
you hit it off the rail and sometimes it'll go up there and say it's going to break, right?
Yeah.
And it breaks too late.
But what about the garbage on 7?
It's just a touch.
You just missed the block by that.
Well, actually, you want to almost hit the block because it'll push it out if you get close enough.
But what about the garbage on 7?
The 7?
You were celebrating like a cheerleader on that hole.
Well, at least I didn't run into any fences.
Yeah, we like to hear about that story.
I was just trying to celebrate, and I almost killed myself. I almost had to call EMS.
Yeah. No blood though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was it? Oh, yeah. No.
Is there any blood on there right now?
No.
Well, there was blood. I looked down there. There was blood.
Yeah, it's just a little tiny scrape.
It's a
there.
dangerous sport.
It is, yeah, full contact.
Okay. It's a contact sport, Daniel.
What was I telling you? This is the safest sport there is.
No, it's dangerous out there. You take one wrong move and it could be your last. Okay, I'm just telling you.
It just depends on who.
All right, so
You got wild animals on the porch, like you got those cats roaming around. They're liable to attack you at any minute.
well, there's also a few wild
And
humans
then
out there too.
we got the junkyard dog that comes out here every week.
Oh, you talking about Buddy?
Yeah. Behind that fierce, that placid exterior,
There's a hungry dog.
there is a vicious demeanor.
A hungry dog.
You don't want to cross him, okay? You don't want to mess with him,
Yeah.
okay?
Well, so Keith will be your winner again tonight by right now 5 shots. Probably that's going to be the margin there. Now we have to go back out here because it's sort of my self-made policy here to get everybody playing the tournament, even though the winner's already been declared. Mark Wood on 8 for his tee shot. Oh, he just grazed that left lip. And he's going to get his 2. And here's Jex on 10. And Jex about had it, but he's going to get his 2. Mike Johnson on 13. Mike's gonna make it there. Good putt. Earl on 10. That's missed left. So he's getting a deuce. And seeing now Mark Wood on 9. Pushed it out right there off the rail. And got the back rail for his 2. Here's Jackson on 11. And he got the ace there. Good putt. Mark putt for his 2 here on 9. Up the little hill, and it pushed out right. Gets a 3. And here's Earl on the tee at 11. And Earl got it, good putt. Here's Donald Purnell on the tee at 10. And Donald misses to the right. We'll collect the deuce there. Jex is on 12. He'll get a good putt. Lockwood on 10. That's just left. He'll get the deuce. We go to 15. There's the Byers on the tee. He led the first round, but backed up quite a bit in round 2. And just caught the left lip. And that's a par there. We'll go to 13. The ace for Jex. Mike Johnson on 15. Mike's not going to get his, didn't hit the rail off that well, and he'll tap into par there. All right. Earl will miss 13 to the right. Gets his 2. Let's look at Donald Purnell on 12. Donald just there, and he's through the uprights for his 2. Back over to 16. This is short again. Now he'll get his 2. It's Earl heading for par on 14. And it just misses. Look at Donald Purnell on 13. Gets it there, good putt. And now to 17. David Byers on the tee. And he missed in front of the cup, but it rode up the hill, and he's putting for 2 at the corner. We'll watch that shortly, and now we'll go back to 15. Jex on the tee. That is in there for Jex, and he's making a last-minute charge here. He has not played until he started coming back a couple of weeks ago. He had not been playing any putt-putt. I think he's a freshman over at the Citadel. He'll be a rising sophomore. David got a deuce there. Mike Johnson's on the tee. And he misses left as well. Now we got Earl putting. Need a rolling? Okay. still get a 3. All right, here's Mark Wood on 14. As he hit the front part of the block, he'll wind up with a deuce. And over to 18. Mike Johnson on the tee. And Mike gets a 2-putt there. All right, let's go back to 16. Earl gets his 2. Walkwood on the tee at 15. Mark gets his 2. Over to 17, Jackson's tee shot. That's coming up short. All right, there's his 2. Back to 16. Donald Purnell. That's gotta hurry. Yep, it goes in. Good putt. And he's got a bit of exuberance there from that tee shot there. Earl on 17. And he'll get it there. Good putt. Back to 16. Mark Wood on the tee. And Mark will top him there off the back rail. To 18. Earl will be on the tee. Yeah, oh. It might have dropped in had it stayed straight up. Earl's going to get his 2-putt there at the back rail. While he's doing that, let's go to 17. Mark's tee shot. And he's short there. And Earl got the deuce, so let's go to 18. Jackson's tee shot now for his tournament. Here he goes. Yo, went over the left lip. That was a good putt there. Just maybe a little bit of a speed situation there. And now the last 2 players to finish out our evening. Donald Purnell's first. And Donald will get a 2. And here's Mark on the tee to round out our evening. Mark's putting for 2. And that'll do it for this evening. So let's get a recap of all the scores, and then we'll sign off for the evening. Okay, so the final scores, as you see them here, Keith Waters wins again. This time by 5 strokes. Final round 24 pulls it away. He finishes with a score of 78. He wins by 5 over Dylan Robinson, who finishes second for the second consecutive week. And third is David Myers at 86. Okay, this will do it here tonight from High Point. Appreciate everybody watching. We hope you will be back at our next tournament. We'll probably go to Ashburn Tuesday night at 7:30. They will have the team's championship. So for all of us here at High Point, I'm Opie Roberts saying thanks for watching our coverage tonight from High Point, and we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.